Hi everyone. Before we jump into the video, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Iputugesa Suryarsuka, and I'm here with my group, Muhammad Haikal Zulhaj, Nisrina Febrianti, and Dimas Kenzia Widodo. And we are from Group 5 of Information Systems, Telkom University. In this video, we're going to tell you about our final project of business process modeling regarding the study case of the company Orlenalicious, which is a food and beverages company. And this is our team members. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. And in this video, we're going to explain to you. Wait, can you go back to the previous slide? The contents. Yes. In this video, we're going to tell you about Orlenalicious, the company profile, its vision and missions. Also, we're going to explain about the value chains of Orlenalicious, the portfolio diagram and portfolio process portfolio of Orlenalicious, and the business processes that we have modeled. Also, the conclusion of the modeling that we have done. Next slide, please. Next slide. Now, about Orlenalicious is going to be explained to you by my colleague, Muhammad Haikal Zulhaj. Please take the stage.
Okay, thank you, Gesa. So the first one is about the history of Orlenalicious. Orlenalicious is a F&B brand in the field of sweet and dessert. Orlenalicious is currently focusing on cake brownies products. This company was founded in 2018, at which time this kind of food was not too busy. On the other hand, Orlenalicious is sure that the brownies, which are considered a snack in the market, can be made into other products that are more interesting and convincing. Orlenalicious tries to create brownies with various and unique flavors that have developed into birthday cakes and gift hampers. Next slide, please. So in the next slide will be presented by my group members, Dimas Kenzi.
Thank you, Haikal. For the mission of Orlenalicious is this company have competitive products and quality services to achieve customer satisfaction, improve the quality of life of employees and work partners as the company grows, places consumers as a priority in the company's growth and development, and is committed to providing the best services and products earnestly and become a company that has high credibility by following the era of global business. Next to the vision. The vision of this company is to provide quality cake, dessert products at affordable prices and provide satisfying service to customers. The next slide. Value chain. This section will be presented by Fabi.
Okay, so this is for the value chains for the Orlenalicious. So there are primary activity and supporting function. For the primary activity, there is the inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and the services. For the inbound logistics, the Orlenalicious have daily resupply for like the company for making the cake, and for the supporting events, they are the procurement, technology management, human resources management, and also they are supporting for the SOP evaluation. For the next slide, it will be presented by Gesa.
Okay, thank you, Fabi. And for the process portfolio, which is basically just the processes that have been explained by Fabi beforehand, and is going to be judged and valued based on their feasibilities, health, and importance of the process itself. This we can see here that staff training and SOP evaluation is located at a high importance, at a high to mid importance, and of low health. Such as the case for kitchen facilities maintenance and development, which has mid health, but also pretty high importance. Order production is high importance and pretty high health in the spectrum, and so on and so forth. And also, next slide, please. And the way we determine the process portfolio and their factors which are importance, health, and feasibility from the diagram 4 is by, first of all, the importance factor is decided by whether or not the process contributes greatly to the overall strategies and achievement of the company goals and objectives. And where 75% or above is considered very important, or less than 75% is considered mid importance or low importance. Health is the way that a process is does it have many problems, or does it just only have minor problems or no problems at all? With the factors of higher than 75% means that they only have minor problems or no problems at all, and so on and so forth. Feasibility is also determined by whether or not that process it can be changed or is prone to adaptation for future improvements. And the way it is determined is by considering the factors which are company cultures, staff cultures, and the way they behave and characteristics to change done in the company itself. Next slide, please. Also, now we're going to move on about the modeling of the business processes that have been explained before. From the business processes that have been explained in the process portfolio before, we chose 4 business processes, which are staff, training and SOP evaluation, social media marketing, order production, and also kitchen and facilities maintenance and development. And why do we choose these 4 business processes? It is because they have very high to mid importance. Wait, can you go back to the previous slide? High to mid importance, and also mid to lower health, which is why we're going to model it in order for us to make some kind of improvements or just to see the overall process or flow of the process itself. Can you go to the next slide, please? Staff training and SOP evaluation will be explained by my colleague, Dimas Kenzie.
Okay, thank you, Desa. This process begins when the company receives a CV from the job applicant. Then the company holds interviews with job applicants. If the job applicant's abilities match the criteria, the job applicant becomes a trainee and will be trained for 2 weeks to 1 month. If the trainee's ability meets the company's criteria, the trainee becomes a full-time employee. Then there will be an evaluation every month regarding the performance of the full-time employee. If the performance of the full-time employee is good, then the full-time employee can continue working. If the performance is bad, then the full-time employee must follow the training process again. Next slide. This is the basic PPMN diagram for staff training and SOP evaluation. Next slide, please. This is the advanced PPMN diagram for staff training and SOP evaluation. Next is the choreography diagram. First, the job applicant sends a CV to our analysis. After the analysis receive the CV, the analysis will send an interview invitation to the job applicant. After the job applicant does the interview, the analysis will send the results to the job applicant. Then if the job applicant is accepted, they will go training, and then after 2 weeks or a month, they will be sent the results. After accepting the results, they will become the full-time employee. After a month, there will be an evaluation if they're competent or not. If they're not competent, they will be sent to training again. If they're competent, they will continue training. Next slide. The social media marketing, this section will be explained by Taika.
Okay, thank you, Kenzie, for the social media marketing business process. The social media marketing process begins with creating an organizational social media account to market the products carried by this company. Starting from the process of taking product photos, then after the product photos are produced, we first make sure whether this photo is suitable for posting in terms of the clarity of the image and the location of the angel. If the product photos that we have taken do not match the quality control criteria, then we will retake the product photos until they meet the quality control criteria. If it has passed the quality control stage, we will select several photos that will be displayed to social media accounts. Then, we also offer cooperation with influencers or other public figures by displaying products from our company with them. Then, proceed to the product photo editing process. Next slide, please. After the product photos have been edited, the next step is the process of posting the photos to the social media accounts of the Orlenalicious company. After the photos are posted to Orlenalicious social media accounts, marketing will then promote the product photos so that they can be widely spread and seen by many people to other social media platforms. Next slide, please. So this is the diagram basic of social media marketing process. Next slide. And this is the diagram of advanced social media marketing process. In this section of advanced diagram, there is a database and data object at this diagram. And then at the top of the line, there is a pool that contains a partnership. Next slide, please. And this is the choreography of social media marketing business process. Started with the marketing team send the message to partnership for the collaboration. And after partnership accepted the collaboration, the marketing will send the product to do the photo shoot to partnership. And then after partnership receive the product, the partnership will send back the photo with the product to the marketing team. And after marketing team receive the photo, and then the choreography of this business process has finished. Next slide. Okay, so for the next business process will be presented by Gesa.
Okay, thank you, Haikal. For the order production process, Orlenalicious production process begins when the outlet or central kitchen receives a purchase order from the customer. If the purchase order is received by the outlet will check the product stock in the outlet. If the product stock is empty, the outlet will forward the purchase order to the central kitchen. After the central kitchen receives the purchase order from the outlet, the central kitchen will check the stock of the product raw materials needed. If the stock of raw materials is empty, then the central kitchen will request raw materials from supplier A for toppings and supplier B for cake dough ingredients in the form of a list request for raw materials. After the raw materials are received, the central kitchen will start the production process for purchase order outlets. However, if the stock of raw materials still exists, the central kitchen will immediately start the production process. Next slide, please. Then, Orlenalicious production process, which is carried out in the central kitchen, is divided into two main processes, namely dough making and toppings. The dough making division will prepare the dough and process the dough to make it into brownies according to the existing SOP. Then the finished cake will be given toppings according to the needs and the stock list for each outlet that day. After that, it will be cut and packaged and will be sent directly to the outlet. After the outlet receives the product will be immediately given to the customer. Next slide, please. However, if there is still product stock at the outlet will package the product and deliver the product to the customer afterwards. If a purchase order is received by Central Kitchen via online ordering, then the Central Kitchen will start the production process to fulfill the purchase order. After packaging is done, the Central Kitchen will wait for the product to be picked up by the online delivery service. After the online delivery service has successfully delivered the product to the customer, the Central Kitchen will receive a notification from the online delivery service and the process is complete. Next slide, please. This is the basic BPMN diagram for the order production process. Next slide, please. And this is the advanced BPMN for the order production process. In here, we have three pools with customers, Orlenalicious, and suppliers, where in Orlenalicious, it is divided into two lanes, which are outlets and central kitchen. And in here, we can see there is a sub-process in the central kitchen for the acquiring of raw materials. Next slide, please. And this is the choreography diagram for the order production process. First, customer will place order and Orlenalicious will receive it. And then it's going to go into the event gateway for whether or not it is received by the outlet or by the central kitchen. If it's received by the outlet, then the outlet will check if the stock that they have in the outlet is available or not. If it's unavailable, they're going to request raw materials to the supplier. Then after that, they're going to obtain the raw material. And after that, they're going to deliver the product and the process is complete. But if it's received by the central kitchen, Orlenalicious will receive the order, then wait for the pickup for the product, and then they're going to deliver the product. And the process is complete. Next slide, please. For the kitchen facilities maintenance and development will be explained to you by my colleague, Nisirina Febrianti.
Okay, thank you, Gisa. So for the business process for kitchen facilities maintenance and development, so this process includes in the maintenance and improvement of the kitchen equipment and facilities. It includes such as cleaning and sanitizing the equipment and surfaces of the kitchen, so the kitchen is ready for the next production, and it's like the standard of the company. And it also includes the repairing or replacing damaged equipment and installing the new equipment or upgrading the existing facilities. In Orlenalicious, there are three main processes. The first one is the general kitchen cleaning. The second one is for the monthly kitchen development, and the last is kitchen development. So this is for the basic BPMN. You can see here that it is where the monthly kitchen equipment service or maintenance. And in this process, you can see here, this is the sub-process of the kitchen developments. And the next is the advanced BPMN. So here we have two pools, the Orlenalicious and also the service people from the outside company. And from the company itself, they has to learn which is the kitchen division, and the management division. As you can see here, the kitchen division will start the process by doing the daily production. And after the daily production, the kitchen will doing the general cleaning of the kitchen after the production. And here's I have the multi instance looping for the doing the cleaning. And here's an exclusive gateway, which is for the kitchen equipment service monthly. If the kitchen division check that there is a kitchen equipment that needs service, the kitchen division will inform the management division, and the management division will contact to the service people outside the company, and this is the process of the kitchen equipment that damaged being serviced. And here is the process of the kitchen development. So for the kitchen development, the management will start the process by doing they seeing the product is in high demand or not. It usually on high demand if whether there are some event like Christmas. So the management will check the kitchen whether they need a new kitchen equipment to support the production or not. And after that, the production will continue by the kitchen division. So this is for the choreography diagram. As you can see here, it is not pretty much. It starts when the analysis management division contacting the service, and then the service is sending the analysis the approver of the service schedule. Okay, so in conclusion, I think the business process of the oral analysis are doing well, but there are some areas that need improvement, such as the social media marketing and also the evaluation of the SOP and operation for the staff training. And the order production process is in good condition, and also the kitchen facilities maintenance and development process is very efficient. So I think that's all from our group. Maybe Gesa can include more.
Okay, thank you, Feby and my colleagues. That is all about our presentation, and that concludes the whole video. Thank you for your attention, and I hope it does you well. That's all.